What's up, guys? It's Yank here with 47 North Gaming. I've got a new series that's not really going to have a set time frame on it, but it's going to be American Truck Simulator mods that I decide to check out. Probably going to be mostly trucks, but they could also be trailers and decide to come up with. But this one we are looking at Frieghtliner mod. This will be linked down in the description for you guys to go check out. But what started all this was I got hired on for a new job at a trucking company, oddly enough, as a fleet support coordinator. And the main truck that they use is the Frieghtliner that you see here. Well, this game doesn't have it yet, or doesn't have it at all. We're not sure if it'll ever get in here or not. So, the modding community has created it here, in a very nice rendition of it too. Haven't really gotten a chance to drive it, so we're going to get first impressions here. But I want to go through the options. There's not a whole lot to choose from. You can pick engines. I always like the sound of the Cummins, so we don't need a big, huge engine in it. We'll just do... Yeah, we'll do that one. That engine, 13 speed will be fine. Interior, that's what we got. Paint. It comes with a bunch of paints. Don't really feel like using, I think, any of those. It's kind of cool, actually. Pretty realistic looking. Might have to make one for myself. We'll use this one just because it looks clean, nice, not too complex. So as you can see, there is a lot of pins on this guy. So we're gonna do. We don't want a bull bar. Don't want that. We're gonna put some plates on it. Yeah, sure. We'll run lights on the side or the bottom there. We'll run lights on the sides. Goodyear's fine. Put some chrome wings on it. Get these guys chromed as well. We want chrome Frieghtliner, chrome rings, chrome that. Just kind of chrome whatever. Sure, we'll have smoke. Makes it a little more realistic looking. Yeah, I think that's about it on the outside. I know there's some other stuff that you can do with it. Dark mirror. That kind of actually looks pretty good on that. So it does both sides. There's accessory slots, but none of them seem to... I don't know. I don't like the way that the accessory slots up there work, necessarily. So I'm not probably going to use them. Suppose I could put horns there. Thunder, thunder, like that. So yeah, I guess I'll put thunder horns on the sides then, just because I can. Nothing else really is that important, I don't think, on the sides. I don't want the light thingy. Yep, okay. So go to the interior. There's not a whole lot you can do with the interior. I could put a bug deflector, can't really see it, but sure. Let's see, GPS we'll put there. Mirror, that's outside, that's, yep. The problem is this kind of pokes through from outside, so you kind of have to just click along. I like this little, you can put drinks in the cup holders. So I'm a Coke man, so I'm going to do Coke and, let's do Sprite. Nah, don't need that. It's cool, but don't need it. Carpets we can change. We can change that to a Frieghtliner mat. Unfortunately, can't change the drapes. Don't really like them, but oh well. Yes, I can do calendar up there. I think that's kind of everything I wanted to do. Oh, I can put a... Okay, so there is that. We're going to confirm the purchase. So it's the Frieghtliner here that we just fiddled with. You can see there's a Mac. We're going to be looking at a Mac at some point too. We'll purchase this guy. We'll put it in our Sacramento location because that will be our mods garage, I think. Alright. So we're going to go to... we're going to go drive it. Alright. So, the smoke mod goes all the time. That is the one downside to it, but considering that most of the time you are going to be running with the engine on, it's not a huge deal. So we got the engine on here. Sounds nice. Yeah, the airs, brakes, those are nice. But yeah, it looks really good. Figure we can go find a quick little load to do from... Oh, I thought it was in Sacramento. My mistake. Oh well. Oh, because okay. I get what happened here. Yeah, so what we're gonna... It's a long one. Let's try to find a short here. Let's do route length. Whoops, the other direction. So yeah, we'll do used packaging up to Oxnard. Should be fine. So we'll do that. No, I haven't. Yeah, this is my new base here. Just got it upgraded. Now, like I said, I haven't driven this truck before, so we'll have to see how that works out. The other kicker is that I have not been offline in a very long time. But since I am playing around with mods, have to be offline for that. So I have to deal with the annoying AI traffic. And here's the one thing, is you'll see some of the other mods that I've got in here on the roads with us. So you will get to see the Mac and a couple of the other trucks, and I do have one trailer as well in the thing. Come on, let's go. That steering wheel is a little slow. I might have to adjust the sensitivity on that. Anyway, we'll go down the road. It sounds really nice. Oh. Not going up there, we're going straight. But see, now, with that smoke mod, I try to drive and look backwards at the same time. Doesn't that look a little bit better? Yeah, maybe for pictures. I don't know. Might turn it off. since it's not dynamic. I figured I'd give it a try anyway. So we'll make our pickup, and then we'll go on to Oxnard with their new truck. I'm just gonna assume there's nobody coming since it's kind of the end of the road here. Oof. Oops. Bit of a bump, speed bump, I suppose. I'm surprised. Looks nice. Too bad we can't run this with trucking with Dave, because this is a nice looking rig. Alright, we're going to go on to Oxnard then. Pretty shouty engine that I've got in this, but it might be the engine more so than it is the truck. But I do like the sound. And as I see the other mods, I will try to point them out to you guys, just so you guys can see it. But look at that sunset, it's gorgeous. Alright, looks like we are clear to merge over. And we will settle in. Once I get cruise set, we'll look back outside at this beautiful rig. Yeah, see now it looks like kind of like as it should, I guess. It's a cool view back there. Jump in the cab here just so I can and those mirrors are not lined up well. Oh well. Oh, I guess I can see next to, but okay, interesting. Alright, I definitely want to get out and pass this guy if I can. Yeah, the game's, I think, going to primarily pick up the in-game defaults, but we might get a couple of the mods. Speaking of, I think off to the left was a Volvo there, which is one of the mods. Held up traffic long enough. Get over. So yeah, so the truck seems to have a nice sound. It handles decently. I mean, considering I'm using the keyboard like I've been doing since I've gotten the game. Haven't even set up the joystick for the controller for it. Don't really seem to need to. And it works fine, but I might at some point. It seems to have a lot of good features as far as stuff you can put on it. It would have been nice to see more chassis options, but I don't know this truck very well. Maybe this truck comes only with the chassis, the one chassis option, so can't necessarily fault the developer for that. And even so, it's pretty nice regardless. So I think overall, it's not a bad mod. Yeah, it looks, the thing is, it looks right. And now there's, I think I've seen some 2018 models actually out there now, which look a little more sleek or a little, just different. But this is the model. You'll see a lot of Freightliners. Ugh, excuse me, where'd that yawn come from? This is what a lot of the Freightliners will look like that you see on the road currently, so it's kind of cool. It's cool that we actually got the transition from day to night, so we actually get to appreciate those running lights on the sides. Not really staying in the lane there, but had to take a look. In the cab, lighting seems optimal. The info screen, that's the one complaint. I don't know if that info screen in the center, if that is an info screen or not, would have been nice to have, but oh well. I do like how the Parrot has this kind of like halo glow around it, or you call it a bloom, kind of as you'd expect from something that's brightly lit of that nature. Yeah, it pulls this trailer along nicely. It's not a light trailer. It's 36,000 pounds of used packaging, so it's not a slouch. It's not the biggest motor, but it's about mid-tier, I would say, in the motors, and really no issues. It's got a good setup, so this is one I'd recommend checking out if you want to get a Frieghtliner. Since the game doesn't offer a Frieghtliner in the game currently anyway. I think a lot of that has to do with the licensing. I don't think SCS has the licensing to do Frieghtliner, but it's odd that they have Volvo over in Euro Truck, but they can't do Volvo in American Truck, which is interesting. And we'll pull out the Volvo at some point as well. I did download a Volvo to check out. It's kind of hard to spot some of the trucks now at night. That's the only downside, I guess, of night. So we'll drop it off, and maybe they'll go to a rest area, just so where you guys can hopefully get to see some of the other trucks that are going to be coming up in this new series. I guess the one complaint I have is that that's not how I would adjust the mirror there on the left. I would have that mirror that's kind of looking at nothing. I'd have it looking more down the side of the truck, and then I'd have the fisheye one looking around more to the edge. But that's just my personal preference. I suppose I could see if I could fiddle with it, but the mirrors are functional, I would say. They're usable, so that's fine. And you wouldn't have to have those wing mirrors, actually. If you want to save some frames, you can take those little nose wing mirrors off. I just put them on because I see a lot of Freightliners with them, and it kind of looks nice. The truck itself, though, I mean, it's not really bad on frame rates. I mean, I don't have a bare bones system, but it's not a super computer by any means, I would say. So it's handling the truck well. Wipers have an intermittent setting and a continuous, which is nice. Oop, looks like we're going to be getting off here. Got a really nice turbo whine to it. By Fake Jeep. And I think that's supposed to be a Lincoln. It looks ugly. Granted, I'm not a huge fan of the Lincoln's design palette anyway, but I always thought they looked kind of ugly. Oh, we can get up to 55. Guess I never checked the high beams. High beams look good. I think a couple of the mods have passed this, but now that it's dark, it's kind of really hard to tell. Really hard to get a good view, so we'll hopefully get a chance to get to a rest area so you guys can check that out and see what they look like. Catch that. I don't know if it's that road work ahead or just a curve or... That would have been a nice place to pull off and look at trucks, I suppose. Guess it was warning of the hill, I think. The Jake brake seems to do almost nothing. Whoops. So we'll exchange insurance information with this guy because I accidentally hit him. Sorry, bud. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. But alright, yeah, it's got really good brakes, but the Jake brake is awful. So just keep that in mind when driving the truck. So we'll clear that. And we'll be turning here. Alright, that was a Peterbilt. I was thinking for a second it might be one of the mods, but no, it's just one of the default Peterbilts that are in this game. That looks like a red up here. And we'll turn up here at the light. It's got that nice kind of squealy, or not squealy, but air brake squeak, which is nice. Let's see, are you a... No, you're just a Kenworth. Yeah, here you can see the truck in the light a little bit better. Keep finding myself looking up at that mirror that's cattywampus. That looks like we're all the way around in the back. Is this one I can go around the side with or not? I think I can, so if I can just squeeze past here. Ah, look, here's actually one of the I believe that is one of the chrome. There's a chromed out refrigerator unit. Yep, that's the chromed refrigerator unit. So that's one of the trailers that I added in. Takes the, or just goes with the refrigerator units that are out there already. Alright, so let's see how this thing handles backing a trailer up. Based on everything else we've seen, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be any good, but we'll see. The beep. that trailer over there. Alright. And that is a delivered trailer utilizing the Frieghtliner mod. So that is going to do it this time. Until next time, guys, take it easy and peace. And as promised, I kind of forgot it right at the end there. There is one of the mods that is in here. It is the Volvo. You can see there just in front. So yeah, we'll be looking at that Volvo at some point here as well.